So the third thing we discovered our ideal self, we discovered our realistic self. The third thing we need to do is we have to discover an action plan. We need to make up an action plan, a learning plan for ourselves. So now that we know the differences between our idealistic and realistic self, we need to make up a plan that can reinforce our strengths. That is very important. We don't want to focus on our weaknesses. We want to focus on our strengths, and we want to develop them so that our weaknesses can become smaller and smaller. Now, this learning plan needs to be a learning plan that is personal. This means that there need to be goals in there that are really your personal goals, not the goals that other people think you should reach, the ones that you want to reach. This is very important, especially in the structure of a company. Take care of the fact that the goals that are in a learning plan are the goals that the people want to reach themselves. And the second thing is, make it a learning plan that has a strategy that is fit for you. Everybody has his own way of learning. Some people need a very theoretical explanation and then they can go on. Others don't need that and want the experience, want to be able to see it in front of them, want to have an example. Those are all different learning strategies, and it is very important that your learning plan is really fit to that. So, make up your learning plan. Make it very concrete and make it something that you really want to go for. In our coaching programs, we don't have those pre-arranged programs. We don't have the stereotype programs for everybody. We adjust our programs every time. We adjust it to the person or the team we have in front of us, because we are persuaded that otherwise it doesn't work anyway. So this was step 3, the learning plan. Step 4 is exercise. Discover opportunities to exercise. Because this way of learning is a very special way of learning. It's not a theoretical one, it's not an analytical one, it's one that is done with your limbic system. Your limbic system is a part of your brain that is in action whenever it comes to those kind of competences we are speaking about. This is what we would call emotional intelligence. Everybody has heard from emotional intelligence, and you know that the one distinction there is between mediocre leaders and excellent leaders is emotional intelligence. So the way to learn about this is through your limbic system. And the problem is that a lot of training programs are aiming for another part of our brain. They are aiming for the neocortical part of our brain. And that part is really good if you want to learn some technical stuff. If you want to learn about a computer program, if you want to learn about theory, this is the kind of method you need. But if you want to learn about emotional intelligence, if you want to learn about leadership, if you want to learn about how to function as a team, if you want to be creative, you need your limbic system. And this limbic system learns through exercise, learns through experience, and needs motivation. So, this is the kind of program you need. Motivation, you have, otherwise you wouldn't even be listening to this video. But then you need to create for yourself circumstances where you can exercise. And don't look too far away. Look for circumstances in your daily life. Let's say, for example, that you found out that you need to develop your supporting style of leadership. So, we had one of our managers that really exercised it on a daily basis. He found circumstances to exercise in his daily life. For example, when he would talk to his wife, he would be exercising himself in really listening to what her concerns were about certain situations, to what she wanted, what her desires were. When he was listening to his son or daughter, he did the same thing. On his job, he exercised himself. And so he discovered, for example, that he had a tendency to become impatient, that he had a tendency to disrupt people. And to prevent him from doing that, he needed to exercise. He needed to develop his curiosity. And that's exactly what he did. So he developed his supporting leadership style by just living his life and paying attention in his daily life. So develop circumstances, develop opportunities to exercise whatever you want to develop for yourself. The fifth discovery is that you need other people to do all this. It might be a bit paradoxical that in a self-management learning program, even in this, you need other people that support you. From the first step in discovering your realistic and your ideal self until evaluating the results. So look for people that can support you in this process, like people in your own environment, at home or at work. Or you can address professionals to do this. As a coach, I am really engaged in the goals of my clients. I'm committed to their goals. Did you ever have that? That someone is fully committed to reach your goals together with you? It's a marvelous experience. We have seen miracles happen with it. At Kivik, as a human coach, and with 5 equine coaches standing right in front of you, we have seen amazing things happen. We have seen people evolve from being really mediocre leaders to being excellent leaders for their team. We have seen the most difficult teams where nobody could work with, where nobody could ever reach any result with, develop a great cohesion and a great working atmosphere. So, this was it. I really enjoyed our time together, and I really want to acknowledge you for listening to my material. I do hope we meet in the future. In the meantime, we'll stay in touch. Bye.